a lot of you have probably been wondering, is this the bottom of this bearish momentum that we've been seeing, this bearish market? Well, I'm going to help you answer that question by showing you a simple, powerful chart, this one right here. And it speaks of the bottom of the bear markets that we've seen in the past and where we could be right now and what the potential future is going to happen, what the potential has to come in the future. Welcome back to this channel, guys. If you're new watching, drop that like, give me a subscribe. This chart's powerful and I'm going to break it down with you and show you when the exact end of the bear market will occur. I also want to show you this chart here that I made. Let me find it, this one here, because I made a video about 13 days ago explaining to you that Bitcoin could very well be in a falling wedge. What is a falling wedge? Well, a falling wedge is usually a bullish sign. It means when price action bounces between two channel lines in a diagonal or angle pattern and it usually breaks upwards. I think there's a 70% chance that it breaks upwards, 30% chance it falls downwards, I think, right? But this is what a falling wedge looks like. This is what Bitcoin's been doing. And you can see here very clearly how it's been bouncing in between this falling wedge pattern. Now, Bitcoin on the short term, right? Short term could still very well come down, you know, right down here inside this falling wedge and be, let me make this yellow so you can see. Make this a yellow line, and then, you know, still be within this falling wedge and be sitting at a price of 27,000 and still be bullish. The only reason I want to put this to your attention is because not many other people are talking about it. Everyone's bearish. Everyone's, you know, we're going down 20K, 13K, 14, whatever price action. I just want to show you another opportunity as to what could shock people and surprise people in the short distance, right, future that's coming. So, you know, as time goes on, you know, price action for Bitcoin can come further down. Look, 25,000, as however long it takes for this falling wedge to occur, it could take pips, because, you know, we could be bouncing in between this up and down, you know, and it could come down as 23,000 and then eventually break up. But, you know, until this breaks, we're still inside this falling wedge, and we had a small wick candle outside of it. You can see the wick line here came back above. Let's take a look at the long-term perspective, because this is powerful. This tells us where the bottom of the market is. Are we in it? How long are we in it for? When does it end? Well, if you take a look at the past, you can see right back here from 2013 to 2014 cycle, this was considered a bear cycle. And at the bottom of the bear cycle, you can see I've got two indicators down here. We've got the RSI, which is this purple line. I also have a yellow line in the middle. Let me explain what this yellow line is. The RSI based MA. So it's a moving average based on the RSI. But I'm going to show you why this works powerful and how you know it's the exact end of the bear cycle, right? Along with the stochastic RSI, which is this one here. So we're going to go through both of them. Let's start off with this one. How do you know when you're coming towards the end of the bear cycle, entering a bullish cycle? When I say bull cycle, I mean power. Serious buy power comes in and you see huge movements to the upside. From here right up to here, that's a huge, powerful move. You're talking insane buy power, you know, because back then, you know, $200 for a Bitcoin went straight up to $20,000. It says here, actually, to be fair, it says about $17,000 according to this. But, you know, prices are different on each thing. We all know it went up to like $19,000 to $20,000 back in 2017, 2018. But even still, what I'm getting at is it's a powerful chart. And when you zoom close in, oh, just make that arrow big. And you zoom close in at the price here, and these are monthly oh, bit dribble. Keeping it raw fresh on the gut like Tesco's. When you look at this monthly time frame, you zoom right in, you can see clearly and perfectly how it aligns up perfect with this RSI. Now there's a white line that I've drawn the RSI because it's like a baseline. I've never seen Bitcoin's RSI on the monthly time frame come lower than this, along with the price. Look, never seen it come lower than this white line. So it could potentially touch this white line, you know, curve around and start to come back up. But let's just, you know, focus on this part first. The end of the Bitcoin cycle, if you want, you could, I'm trying to find an eclipse. Here we go. Here we go. The end of the cycle was this candle area right here. I know it's, you know, different color, but right here, this was the end of the cycle, this smaller circle. Maybe I'll make it a white so it's more clear Here we go. So this area was the end of the cycle, and take a look what happened to the RSI. We had the yellow line cross, the purple line crossed the yellow line upwards, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the purple line to cross the yellow line upwards. Once you see this cross, you know that's the end of the cycle, and that we could potentially be going into a bullish trend right here. You see, because once it broke here, it measured up perfectly to here, and then from there we saw a massive rise up in price. And take a look again, right? So this is the next cycle that we had, the bearish cycle, right? In 2018, I sat through this as well, and look what happens. Look, when the purple line crosses with this yellow line, again, that signals that it's the end of a bear cycle, a bear trend. It's ending. We're going to start to see some bullish momentum. Now, we did have the COVID that came down here and affected this price here in the RSI. And you can see the sharp fall below and came back above. But usually when we see the purple line cross with the yellow line, that signals the end of the cycle, the bearish. We was at the bottom is in, this is it. And so far, the bottom looks like it's when it's touching this white line. You can see here, it comes down, all this price action here, it's touching this white line. Let's move forward. Where are we today? Today, this is where we are. The yellow has not yet crossed, so which means we could see price come down more. It could very well touch this line. It could probably peak through it, because if you look at, oh no, the COVID didn't peak through it. So yeah, as far as I'm aware, that's as low as it's been. So I expect, worst comes to worst, this purple line to come down to this white line, and, you know, bounce off it, maybe see a smooth round entry. Let me show you. Let me grab my little brush. You know, something like this, just come round like this and then start to go up. Something like this. It's a terrible drawing. Let's just grab it, make it purple. Something like that. And then obviously this yellow line that we have here, I'd expect this to come down like this and then eventually curve around and then come up like this. We can make this one yellow. And this gives us a rough idea of what we expect to look for when it comes to it. Just terrible colors, isn't it? It's not strong yellow. But anyway, this is what I'm looking for, and this is what you guys should be looking for as well, that cross. Because once we see that cross, that's when we're going to know that the bullish momentum is kicking in. Now, how long is this going to take? Well, you know, I just roughly drew this. It's not accurate. But I would expect around September to October is when we will see the end of all this, you know, deep, dark crashing, depression, all this dark, you know, time of just price action low. And it's not necessarily a bad thing, because you guys are thinking, oh, I gotta wait till October before it goes up again. Well, I see it as a buying opportunity. I see it as you've got 3 months. If you know, if it goes up September, October, where are we now? May, June, July, August, September. 4 months, 4 to 5 months to seriously take the time to save. And again, this is not investment advice. To save your money, put money aside and start buying whilst it's down here, because you may never see this opportunity again. And what do I mean by that? Well, look what happened back here. 2013, 2014, we saw this big, massive drop. That was a big drop. Again, we're talking monthly candles. It went from £1,000 straight down to 152 quid, Bitcoin. And you never saw 152 quid again after this. And that's why I'm saying to you, because look, prices went up. Never ever came back below there again. The next low was like a couple of $1,000. So you know, treat this as a good buying opportunity. That's what I think. Because when it goes up, we may never see it come back below, you know, the 13, 14,000, 20,000, whatever you want to call it again, 25,000, whatever price it is. We may never see it come this low again. So that's what I do. I take this opportunity to buy whilst it's low, and I'm keeping an eye on the crypto fear and greed index, mate, and extreme fear. That's the time to be buying when everyone else is panic selling, okay? And let's just have a look at what else we've got over here. And yeah, you know, this whole area here, it could very well flip on us and just shock everyone and start to come up, break into this wedge, into this area here, this purple line at the top of the wedge, and break out and potentially see a crazy new high. Something people never thought they'd see this type of in this year, you know. So let's just see what happens, guys. I'm gonna leave it here. Short, sweet, as I say, short, sweet, and simple. Hasn't been short at all. Well, sweet and simple. If you liked it, please drop that like. Give me a subscribe if you're new watching. Become a patron. I've got 7 tiers. Take your pick. they see this stuff first. I like to keep them up to date with the price action. You guys as well. So, but if you want to see it early, get in and prepare yourself, because if you're unsure of whether you should be buying and selling now, this is a good time to become a Patreon. 7 tiers. I recommend my exclusive VIP partner tier, because this unlocks all my posts. You can see when I'm buying, when I'm selling, when I'm staking. If you want a little bit more, I have a CEO tier. This gives you access to my VIP Telegram group. Give you all my alerts and all my talks and everything. We talk about it way before I buy it. That's what I'm saying. So if I see something, I'm like, hey guys, thinking of buying this. So, and then you've got high crypto profiles in this space, big money, that know how to make money, and they're sharing great projects. So don't miss out. Guys, thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Cheers.